Hello, darlings. Welcome to Night Free Formula. My name's Freedom. Thank you for joining me. Today's episode, I want to talk about how I know that the narcissist will stuff up the situation with the new supply and with any other future supply. All right, before I start though, can I just remind you, if you like my videos, to give them a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. And if you've got anything to say, please leave it in the comments. All right, lovelies. So, how do I know this? Well, what I know is this, is that relationships are hard at the best times, right? Relationships fail, like the statistics of, marriage and marriages failing are pretty dismal at the best of times. And what I know is that anyone who's with a narcissist, long term, I know that it's draining, it's tiring, it takes too much effort, too much energy. For there to be a real relationship occurring, there has to be some kind of, a certain level of communication going on, a certain level of intimacy going on for any real relationship to occur. So I also know that, and I'm just going to personalize this in my particular situation, if someone can take the amount of love, adoration, the amount of everything that I gave and screw it up, they will undoubtedly fuck up anything that comes after. Because I know how much I gave. I gave my all, and my all is a lot. And I know this. So you can't, is that saying, what is it? The future, what is that saying? The way to gauge the future is to look at the past. That's not exact words, but that's what it means, right? To get, to know what the future is going to look like, look at the past. Okay. So when I look at my particular scenario and what the woman before me, how things worked out with her, I can see exactly what will happen with the new supply. And I also can see it happening already because I've had benefit of, because we have a child, having some kind of communication with my next. So that's my particular situation, but yours could be the same. Like, how much love you gave, how much effort. And the thing is that, when the new supply is with the narcissist, they think, that they're the only one that's ever loved him that way. Because, that's what he says, right? They think that you're a bitch, that you never tried, that you never loved him, that you never gave him these things, you never did X, Y, Z, it was all you, that you just didn't do anything right, whatever, whatever he's saying about you. But the reality is that that you actually did give and do everything that was humanly possible to keep him happy, to give him what he wanted, and to keep the relationship alive. And you did it against all odds. But with the new supply, because they're only just going in, they're just coming in brand spanking new, freaking clueless, I might add. And that's not their fault. I mean, we were clueless too, right? But, the new supply comes in, la, 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 world started and ends with me. That's what they think, right? They forget that he's actually spent years and years with you. That, like, he's marinated in you. They forget all that. They just think that, his life started the day they started, right? So they're oblivious and they're naive, but you know better. You know exactly what's gone down. Oh, hello. Hang on 1 second. Hi. Hello. Hi. Come and say hello. All right, just sit down there. Sorry. Nala just had to come running in. Where was I? They know. I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, the narcissist is the new supply is oblivious to his past and the reality of he and you. And whereas you know exactly what you gave. You gave it your absolute all, and then some. And then then you did it all again a totally different way, and you tried something different. They have no clue just how hard you tried. And as I said, if the narcissist can fuck that up, they can fuck up anything, and they will. They are, and they will. So that is all I have to say about that. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when and how it's going to all play out. And the thing is also, I just want to remind you, for some of you who are kind of thinking, oh, but he's still with her or whatever, I just want you to be reminded that just because someone's, company isn't commitment. Just because someone's allowing, someone else to hang around them, it doesn't mean that they're committed. It doesn't mean that they're going to be there, for life. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means that right now they're letting them hang around because they don't have somewhere else better to go. And when they do, that's what they will do. I mean, the new supply's days are numbered, just like yours were, just like the woman before you, except she doesn't know, The new supply just doesn't know. And what you're seeing when you see this, this new supply who's like, oh, so in love, you're getting caught up. Like, you shouldn't even be looking at that stuff for a start. This is why we don't go on their social media. It's why we don't, we go no contact. This is why no contact even says, don't look at their social media, don't follow the new supply, just don't. Because, as I said, it's all just an illusion. It's, and the thing is that when you see the illusion, it's easy to get caught up in it, because you remember what it was like. You remember what it's like when you were in love with him, when you were together with him. So you start kind of forgetting who he really is and what he really is. And you start thinking, oh, yeah, that's right. We were in love like that once. Like, stop. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? Firstly, they're not in love. She's in love with him. He's just being a narc, right? Secondly, he wasn't in love with you. He was just being a narc. Okay? You've escaped. She will in the future. And one day you will have the satisfaction of just knowing. Like, you'll be able to just say, I knew it. See, I knew it. Like, because you know he's an narc. He knows he's a narc. He don't want anyone else to know he's a narc, right? She doesn't know. So she's just telling the world like, oh, he's awesome. He's so great. Love of my life. We're going to be together forever. And you're sitting there like, what the? Feeling slightly frustrated. Well, just know that one day you will get to be able to say, I told you so. I tried to tell you. Because no doubt you've tried to tell her. Or, even if you didn't try and tell her, someone has, at some point in your journey, there's been someone who said, oh no, maybe he's not really narcissist, maybe he's just blah, blah, blah. So at one point, at some stage in the future, you're going to get to be able to say, I was right, and I told you also. So, obviously we can't go through life waiting for those moments, but just know that moment is coming. Okay, it's coming closer and faster than you realize. Like, it's just around the corner. It's gonna happen. All right, lovelies. So anyhow, getting back to it, this is how I know that the narc will fail at every relationship that they do. One, they're never fully invested in the relationship from the get-go, like literally from the get-go. They have kept the back door open to you, right? They've kept, you've probably witnessed them kind of sourcing new supply even around the new supply, or maybe you haven't. Like, if you haven't, see, as I said, because I've had some kind of connection, I've actually been able to witness what he's up to, and I've had some really interesting insights, which has been really good for my channel and for my own understanding. Because some things, that are hidden, some of the narc world and narc reality is hidden. And when you see it, it's like, you have this moment of just clarity where you go, oh my God, that all makes so much sense now. Right? So for me, I'm witnessing him, telling someone everything she wants to hear, and then, you know, still keeping the back door open with me, and sourcing new supply right under her nose. I mean, this is what they do. Okay, it's in their nature. It is their behavior. It's their programming of their disorder. You know, it's a pattern of behavior that they've done over and over and over. It's all that they know. They're never going to stop because they think that this is normal. They think this is good. This is the way you should be. Okay? And that is how I know that they will destroy everything, because they don't have the capacity for real, genuine intimacy and genuine relationships. They just don't. All right, so once you get that through your head, you realize that the new supply, she's not the love of his life. She's not the, you know, the future Mrs. whatever his name is. You know, nope. No, she's just like you were, darling. Okay, just a narcissistic victim. And, you know, fuck all that, I say. All right, lovelies, thank you for watching. Bye.